And hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Friday, April 25th. I'm Michael Taylor, great to be here. Hope your weekend is going to be off to a good start on this Friday as we kick it off. I have great plans for this weekend myself. I'm going to be writing my master's thesis. Yay! So I'll be indoors for most of it. On our show today, though, while we stay indoors, and we're going to stay in here and talk about what's going on the show, we have a great one for you. We have Band X Live Music Club is going to be here with Bill Hemberger and Moki Lund. And they're going to be talking about shows they have coming up. And Sports Corner with Cole Young, talk about hockey playoffs, NBA playoffs, lots of good stuff there as well. We want to keep you informed, and if you're out walking about, you might notice that there's some tree maintenance going on. They're doing all the tree trimming, kind of one of those updates that has to happen. We have so many varietals of trees, actually 37,400 trees throughout this whole community, and there's different species out there, so there's different kind of trimmings that are going on for different areas. They have experts out there, but it is part of this big 6-year cycle of tree trimming that goes on, so this is a big one. So if you're out the walkways and some of the pathways, just be aware of that's going on. It's taking place on Saturdays beginning 9 a.m. for the next couple of months. It's going to be going on. So you might have to alter some of your morning walks if you do like morning walks through the village and things like that. But it is one of those things that has to be done and gets done under some good guidance there. So expanded schedule does underscore that the commitment to the timely professional tree care and community safety. So it's all part of the plan here, folks. All right, let's talk about weather. Let's talk about maybe if you're going to go out for a walk this weekend. It's going to be cool. And we got a little slight chance of rain today, slight chance of rain tomorrow, and then we kind of get rid of that chance of rain on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as the temperatures start to warm up. 74 on Tuesday. Looking forward to some warmer temperatures out there. Let's take a look at our sunrise and sunset photo, and we've got a good one here from Alan Clark, a bloomin' flower. It looks like a beautiful rose there. Lots of blooms in the area these days. Thanks to Alan for sending this one into us. Sunrise this morning was 6:08. Sunset tonight is going to be 7:29. If you'd like to send us a picture of a bloomin' flower, pets, places, sunrise, sunsets, vacation spots you went to, we use them all. Email us, LagunaWoodsVillageTV@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, no meetings to tell you about, so when we come back, we'll be talking to the folks from Band X Club. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Annette, owner of Window Jazz. We're here in Laguna Woods, replacing old windows with new, energy-efficient, state-of-the-art products. We're here with our installation team, upgrading old windows to make this property feel new and beautiful. New replacement windows and doors will make a major impact on the appearance of this home. They'll increase the property value and save homeowners money by reducing energy costs while providing a comfortable indoor climate. Let Window Jazz do the same for you. Call us today for a free consultation.
When we talk about cancer, we talk about how we're going to beat it. We talk about the 100 million lives impacted every year because of City of Hope's discoveries, and our team of more than 1,600 cancer specialists, all dedicated to ending cancer and giving you hope.
Welcome back to the show. The Band X Live Music Club is featuring the captivating sounds of Moki Lund. Here to give us all the details about their upcoming performance, we welcome Bill Hemberger and Moki Lund. Hello, you two.
Hi.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Doing fine.
Wonderful.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Thanks for joining us today.
Sure.
Now, Bill, this is the first time that you are sponsoring a non-band X
the
performer.
band, the band. It's a popular dance band here in the village, and we started a club last year, so we can take advantage of some of the promotional and marketing aspects here in the village. If you're a club, and this year we decided to expand a little bit and bring in some other live music acts under the sponsorship, so to speak, of the Band X Live Music Club. And we just asked Moki, which I've been playing with, we've been playing a lot of jazz for the past 8 years, and asked her if she wanted to do it, and she said, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
That
So-
sounds
The more
fantastic.
music, the better, you know.
Absolutely. So this particular event, we'll give them just a little bit of a teaser, and we'll give them more details at
Sure.
the end of your segment here. But it's taking place this weekend.
This Sunday.
This coming up Sunday.
This Sunday
Yeah.
at Clubhouse 1. We're going to be performing with Moki in her Alchemy 3, she calls us
Yes,
now.
well, you know, one of the bass player came up with, Moki said what? But Moki said what? So, it didn't go over very well. So I changed it to Alchemy 3.
Alchemy 3. And this is a new group
Yes.
Yes.
that you formed.
Yeah. Well, we kind of
It's
you know,
it's kind of a splitter. She did you did the shows with the Theater Guild, correct?
I did.
Cafe shows.
Yeah, right.
And that was with Gary, myself, and you.
Yeah, the three of us.
And she wanted to expand it to add a bass player,
Yeah.
and that's what we did. We just basically added a
More
bass
acoustic.
player from that Theater Guild show.
And Moki, you have a long history in music,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they probably dug me up so I could
Welcome back.
blow off the dust. Yeah.
At what age did you become a performer?
I've been performing since I was, 18. So, and that goes on. I'm not going to tell you my age because a woman that will tell her age will tell anything. But anyway,
We won't tell. We'll keep it just between us.
okay, yeah, but
Don't tell anybody.
No, I won't.
But so you must have been at a young child. You were probably walking around the house, just
singing,
singing,
church,
being vocal.
and, yeah,
oh,
I
and in
did. I
church
sang
as well.
in church.
So you've had a lifetime of opportunity to just show your talents and entertain others.
Yeah. It didn't really start until I came to California, and I moved to San Diego. And I performed in San Diego at the San Diego Hilton with a group called the People Movers. And before that, it was a group called Waterfall. And it just, you know, grew from there. I started doing a lot of session work and just managed to meet a lot of musicians and travel with them on the road and just work.
And you are all vocal, right?
I'm all vocal.
Yeah. So you're not playing anything.
No.
What
She
about
talks and tells stories. That's one of the great things about the show is she's got so much experience. She sits in between the songs. She'll sit and talk about some of these experiences of all the stuff she's done all over the world. And that was one of the big appeals to us as the club, is that she puts on a great show. Besides having music behind her, these stories are fabulous. I mean, she may be a little shy now because the TV cameras are on, but get rid of the TV cameras.
When I'm in my element, I'm mouth almighty.
When it's live, it's quite a show, and it should be good.
Is it a different story for every show?
You know,
Yes.
when depends on the song it comes up, and there's a story behind it, the songs that I do and the people that I worked with and the places I've been. So it's, you never know what's going to happen.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So pretty impromptu then.
Yeah,
We found out, past relationships you've had. And
yeah.
I remember some story about some guy named Julio.
Oh my gosh.
Julio.
There's Julio.
So that's the kind of thing that we're looking forward to.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I enjoy it. And if I can talk, it kills time. No.
So how long are the shows traditionally?
Our Woods
About
Combo
a-
shows are about 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's a long time to talk, Moki.
Oh yeah, but I
Well.
can talk. I mean, I can go past that, but there's a break in between.
Well, let's put it this way. There's musicians behind her.
Yeah.
And she talks for a little bit between songs. So the 3 hours is not her talking about her past sessions.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So tell us about your international performances.
Wow, gosh, let's see. I've traveled with. I was a backup singer with Denise Williams, so I got my first taste of traveling through Europe, and
Did you enjoy that?
I really did. It was a
lot of
time.
work.
It I was a backup singer so I got to hang out with the band. She was the performer, who she still is a great singer, a great person.
Yeah, she was popular in the 90s, right? Early 2000s, maybe?
80s.
80s.
She did, her big hit was Free. And I just got to be free. Sorry, Denise. If you're watching, I don't know where you're at. But got to travel with her. And then from there, I worked with other musicians. My ex-husband, who is a musician, producer, we traveled to Japan and Germany. And it's been an incredible journey. Sometimes I think about all of the people that I've met and that I've worked, people who are famous and since then have passed away, but I knew them before. They were like big stars or big, entertainers.
So you watched the rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, she comes up with many, many names of
Very
musicians that are world renowned.
Yeah, and they're very good, wonderful people. Still very humble and kind. So.
Do you come up with your own material in terms of the music itself? Or?
No, I just choose the songs I want to do. If I did, if I've written anything, I have some original stuff, but I don't do it.
Why don't you bring them up?
Challenge the man.
Me and my big mouth. That's why my mouth almighty.
It's a lot of this just the standard jazz tunes that she loves, and whatever she wants. Okay, let's play this place, and we learn it, and basically.
And they're really good. They're really patient with me.
And Bill, what do you play?
Drums. I'm the first one in, last one out. Because it takes so long to set those things up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I used to date a drummer.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I did.
I've had this discussion with any musician. It's the loading and loading out of any performance is the work. Once you sit and play, that's like playing as a kid.
Like
and
free
playing
time,
in a,
right?
Yeah, like playing with a kid in a sandbox. But you talked to Moki and I have had the discussion many times. Once a musician starts playing, it's like a drug. You have to play.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Sometimes I feel I'm tired and I'm going to sing it. Once I start singing and go on, I don't want to stop.
Interesting.
It's just.
So it's just really coming from your soul. It's in your
Absolutely.
DNA.
Absolutely.
You guys are really, really lucky because there are those of us who have absolutely no music inclination.
You mean to tell me you're
whatsoever.
sitting here right now and you're really not enjoying this? You're really getting a soulful kick out of talking to us too?
No, that's not it. It's being able to play an instrument. It's being able to sing.
But just as a performer, though, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the drug.
There you are.
I mean, even if you were a comedian, that's the drug of
Well, yeah.
performing.
I mean, to your point, sometimes I wake up, tired, and then once I get back here, I'm like, hello.
Hello.
I'm bright pink and yellow today. Let's do this. All right, let's give our viewers some information about the show, details.
It's
and
Sunday, Clubhouse 1. Doors open at 4. It's a BYOB thing. It's $10 to get in the door, and we'll play from 4:30 to 6:30 with a little break in between.
And it's bring your own
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
And-
because that kind of falls right around. It's an early dinner.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, that's the way we want. We wanted it on a Sunday and
Like a late brunch or
a
something.
late
Sounds
brunch,
so fun.
cocktail hour type of thing.
Wrap
so
up the day with
yeah.
some jazz and some beautiful vocals by Mookie.
It'll be fun.
I love it. So, Bill, they can email you for more details, correct?
Sure, it's bhamburger@gmail.com for any details, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
And they can pick up the flyers around the village?
Yeah, they're in the village. They're all around.
And I think the All Musicians, can they?
The All Musicians Club has been promoting it as well because we're both
fantastic.
members of that club.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, I wish you luck on that. It'll be fun.
Thank you.
Storytelling.
It should be fun.
why don't you come sing with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I'll come talk.
Okay.
I'm not going to sing.
I would like that. And we can carry on a little conversation,
All right, you too. Have a great one.
Thanks.
Thank you
so
for
much.
joining us today.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
it.
us. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. You're watching This Day on Village TV.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We cook, we clean, we listen, we help, we care. And that's why we create customized care plans to enable every senior to maintain their independence. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
Hello and welcome to this Friday's episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young and we're officially in the heart of the NHL and NBA playoffs, so I'll jump right in with that. Starting in the NHL, in the East, Alex Ovechkin has done it again. Ovechkin scored his second goal of the game at 2:26 in overtime, and the Washington Capitals recovered for a 3-2 win against the Montreal Canadiens in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference first round on Monday. Then, Logan Thompson made 25 saves, including 14 in the third period, and the Capitals extended their lead with a 3-1 win against the Canadiens in Game 2 on Wednesday. Game 3 of this series between the Capitals and Canadiens will be today at 4 p.m., and Game 4 will be on Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Throughout the entire first round of playoffs, there was a lot of scoring going around. In Game 1 between the Ottawa Senators and Toronto Maple Leafs, Mitch Marner had a goal and 2 assists, William Nylander and John Tavares each had a goal and an assist, and Anthony Stolarz made 31 saves for Toronto as they rolled to a 6-2 victory on Sunday. Game 2 was a whole lot closer, and Max Domi scored at 3:09 of overtime to break the tie and give the Leafs a 3-2 win against the Senators and a 2-0 lead in the series. Game 3 was last night, and Game 4 will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Maybe, just maybe, the Leafs can be the first Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup in over 30 years. The Carolina Hurricanes also joined the scoring party when Logan Stankoven scored twice in the second period for the Canes in a 4-1 win against the New Jersey Devils in Game 1 on Sunday. Frederik Andersen made 25 saves in Game 2 as the Hurricanes extended their lead to 2-0 with a 3-1 win against the Devils. Game 3 of this series will be back in New Jersey tonight at 5, with Game 4 on Sunday at 12:30. The last matchup in the Eastern Conference, the battle for Florida between the Tampa Bay Lightning and reigning champion Florida Panthers, began on Tuesday. Florida started their journey to a repeat title with an easy Game 1 win. Matthew Tkachuk had 2 goals and an assist for the Panthers in a dominant 6-2 win over the Lightning in Game 1. Game 2 of this series was last night, and Game 3 will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Over in the Western Conference, the Los Angeles Kings survived an almost catastrophic comeback from the Edmonton Oilers. Phillip Danault scored his second goal of the game with 42 seconds remaining in the third period, and the Kings recovered after blowing a 4-goal lead to win 6-5 against the Oilers in Game 1 at Crypto.com Arena on Monday. Danault's goal came just 46 seconds after Connor McDavid tied it 5-5. Game 2 was a lot less close though. Adrian Kempe had 2 goals and 2 assists, Anze Kopitar had a goal and 3 assists, and the Kings extended their lead with a whopping 6-2 win against the Oilers. Game 3 for our local Kings will be tonight at 7 p.m. Game 4 will be on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Over last weekend, the number 1 seed Winnipeg Jets quickly jumped out to a 2-0 lead over the St. Louis Blues, winning 5-3 in Game 1 and 2-1 in Game 2. Game 3 was last night, and Game 4 between the Jets and Blues will be on Sunday at 10 a.m. The Western Conference matchup of the Colorado Avalanche and Dallas Stars also got off to a hot start. Nathan MacKinnon had 2 goals and an assist for Colorado in a 5-1 victory in Game 1. Game 2 was much closer, as Colin Blackwell scored at 17:46 in overtime to give the Dallas Stars a 4-3 overtime win in Game 2. The Stars then jumped out to a 2-1 series lead after a 2-1 victory in Game 3, when Tyler Seguin scored 5 minutes into overtime to break the tie. Game 4 between the Stars and Avalanche will be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And lastly, the Vegas Golden Knights and Minnesota Wild were all tied up 1-1 heading into last night. Game 4 of this series will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. That was a ton of hockey, but I always say playoff hockey is arguably the best time of the year in sports, so don't miss out on any of the games this weekend, and next week we'll see who's still hanging around and who's been sent home. Moving over to the other playoffs, the Lakers had a pretty tough start to their postseason. Despite Luka Doncic scoring 37 points in his playoff debut with the Lakers, the Minnesota Timberwolves dominated all game long and defeated the Lakers 117-95 in Game 1. On Tuesday night, though, Luka bounced back with 31 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists, and the Lakers fought back to even their series with Minnesota after a 94-85 victory. The Lakers led by as many as 22 at one point, but held on throughout the Timberwolves' comeback effort. Game 3 will be in Minneapolis tonight at 6:30 p.m. Sticking with the Western Conference, to put it very simply, Oklahoma City is very good. The Thunder beat the Memphis Grizzlies 131-80 in Game 1 of their first-round Western Conference playoff series on Sunday, the 5th biggest margin of victory in NBA's postseason history. The 51-point margin was 7 points shy of the record and was the largest Game 1 win in NBA playoff history. Aaron Wiggins scored 21 points, Jalen Williams scored 20 points, and Chet Holmgren had 19 points and 10 rebounds. It was much of the same in Game 2 when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 27 points, and the Thunder again dominated the Grizzlies 118-99 on Tuesday night to take a 2-0 lead in their first-round playoff series. Game 3 was last night, and Game 4 will be tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Our other Southern California team, the LA Clippers, have somewhat surprised the sports world so far this postseason. They lost a heartbreaker in overtime to the powerhouse Denver Nuggets 112-110 in Game 1. They did get back on track in Game 2, though, after Kawhi Leonard scored 39 points and the Clippers evened the first-round playoff series against the Nuggets with a 105-102 win in Denver on Monday. Game 4 of this series will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. The final matchup in the West, the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets, has been pretty much what you would expect to this point. Steph Curry scored 31 points and the Warriors built a huge lead and held on to beat the Rockets 95-85 in Game 1. Curry was 12 of 19 from the field, hitting 5 of 9 three-pointers, including a couple of circus shots that caused the bench and crowd to go wild in typical Steph Curry fashion. The Rockets got their revenge over a shorthanded Warriors team in Game 2, though. Six-time All-Star Jimmy Butler exited the game in the first quarter after a hard fall, and the Rockets capitalized, winning Game 2 109-94. Jalen Green had a historic night for Houston, tying a Rockets playoff record with 38 points on 13 of 25 shooting. Game 3 of this series will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Over in the Eastern Conference, the top-seeded Cavaliers opened their series against the Miami Heat with a 121-100 win. Donovan Mitchell scored 30 points and tied a playoff career high with 4 steals. Mitchell then scored 17 of his 30 points in the fourth quarter to hold off a vigorous Heat comeback attempt as the Cavs took a 121-112 Game 2 victory. They'll carry a 2-0 series lead to Miami heading into Saturday's Game 3, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. The reigning champion Boston Celtics opened their series against the Orlando Magic with a dominant win of their own. Derek White scored 30 points, Jason Tatum had 17 points, and the Celtics beat the Magic 103-86 in Game 1. The Indiana Pacers quickly jumped out to a 2-0 lead over the Milwaukee Bucks after winning 117-98 in Game 1 and 123-115 in Game 2. For Indiana, Pascal Siakam is leading the way, averaging 24.5 points, 9 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game so far in this series. Giannis Antetokounmpo, despite the Bucks being down 2-0, is still averaging a whopping 35 points per game so far after scoring 36 and 34 in Games 1 and 2 respectively. Game 3 of this series is tonight at 5. Lastly, the Detroit Pistons have won a playoff game. The New York Knicks beat the Pistons in Game 1, 123-112, but then Cade Cunningham had 33 points and 12 rebounds, Dennis Schroeder made the tie-breaking three-pointer with 55 seconds left, and the Pistons snapped their NBA record 15-game postseason losing streak by beating the Knicks 100-94 in Game 2 of their playoff series. The Pistons, who hadn't even been to the postseason since 2019, recovered after the Knicks erased a 15-point deficit to earn their first playoff victory since Game 4 of the 2008 Eastern Conference Finals against Boston. Game 4 of this series will be on Sunday at 10 a.m. Lastly, I mentioned last week that the NFL Draft is officially here. Round 1 was yesterday, and here's a look at how it all shaped up.
Nothing too surprising, but University of Miami quarterback Cam Ward was drafted 1 overall to the Tennessee Titans. The surprise came when the Jacksonville Jaguars traded up from the 5th spot to the 2nd spot with the Cleveland Browns to get two-way star and Heisman winner Travis Hunter out of Colorado. Boise State's record-breaking running back Ashton Jeanty was picked up by the Raiders. Other than that, things went pretty standard. That's until the 25th pick, when the New York Giants traded up for their second first-round pick after they took edge rusher Abdul Carter 3rd overall. With that pick, they selected quarterback Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss, meaning Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders officially fell out of the first round.
Rounds 2 and 3 will begin today at 3 p.m., with rounds 4 through 7 on Sunday starting at 9 a.m. The NFL Draft is always fun to watch because there's always fun anecdotes and stories about unknown players and underdogs. Plus, it's fun to follow who your favorite team selects throughout the weekend. With all of that said, enjoy all the basketball, hockey, NFL Draft, and more throughout this weekend. As always, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.
Hey, let's talk about our weekend movies. We had a great one starting today. It's a classic. It's Robert Redford, Barbra Streisand in The Way We Were. It's brought to us by Harvard Eye Associates. Going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. During post-World War II McCarthyism, a diametrically opposed couple come together only to find out that genuine friendship and physical attraction is not enough to overcome fundamental societal beliefs. So there you go. And then on Saturday, another one, Companion, with Sophie Thatcher. It's brought to us by RadNet. Going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. A billionaire's death sets off a chain of events for Iris and her friends during a weekend trip to his lakeside estate. So if you're into those kind of scary-ish, suspenseful movies, that's the one for you. Let's take a quick check of our weather before we head out. And we got some cool temperatures. A little slight chance of rain today, slight chance of rain tomorrow. Otherwise, it's going to be cool for this weekend. And then as we get into Monday and Tuesday and the rest of the week, as we start next week, it's going to start warming up a little bit, more spring-like. I like those temperatures. Get rid of those clouds, get rid of that chance of rain, and have some sunshine out there for us. Okay, tomorrow on the program, it's going to be the Republican Club. They have the sheriffs coming in for the next meeting, so we'll talk about where and when that's going to happen. And also the Broadway Music Lovers Club. They're going to be talking about their preview for Wicked, and they're going to talk about their Alaska cruise, so stay tuned for that one as well. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.
Stay alert. These words save lives. Enroll in the Village's Code Red alert system for emergency alerts via phone, text, or email. Just visit the Village website and click Sign Up Today on the bottom right corner of any page. You can also enroll in Alert OC, the Orange County Mass Notification System for county-wide notifications. For fire updates, check the OCFA website or follow them on social media. Stay informed, stay alert, stay safe.